Hare Krishna, everyone, and a happy Purushottama to you all. Nice to have your association. Nice to see Harini Priya Mataji, Rukmani Mataji, Jai Prabhu, Parveen Mataji, Sarveshya Mataji, and Partha Prabhu, and Madhurima Mataji as well, Madhurima Madhavi Mataji, and Ananta Prabhu. So nice of you to join. And as you know, it is the Purushottam today, started today till 16th of October. So, we'll do all the spiritual activities that we have time for and get the maximum benefit. So, we'll do a quick prayer first of all. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. So today we will talk about the glories of the Purushottam month, and these glories are written in the Padma Puran. So this very auspicious month comes every 3 years, and it's also known as the Adhik month, and it's all to do with the solar and lunar calendar. Lunar calendar has 11 days less in the year than solar calendar. So if you follow the lunar calendar, then due to these extra days, in nearly 3 years, we have an extra lunar month, also known as the Adhik Mas. So this narrative about this special month begins with the sages of Nemi Sharana asking Sutta Goswami that they said, we humbly request you to tell us something about the wonderful activities and pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There are many thousands of such narrations, but we want to hear the most perfect one. Okay, so there's thousands of narrations, but we want to hear the most perfect one, by following which we can all be delivered from this material ocean and return back to Godhead. So Sutta Goswami said, "O sages, I am just now coming from Hastinapur, where I heard Srimad Bhagavatam from the lotus mouth of Shukadev Goswami. And now I will tell you about the all attractive activities and pastimes of the Lord." So once long ago, Sri Narad Muni reached Badrika Ashram, the residence of Sri Narayan Rishi. The river Alkananda was flowing down from his lotus feet. Narad paid his obeisances to Lord Narayan and prayed, "O Lord of the demigods, O Ocean of Mercy, O Master of creation, you are all truthful, the essence of all truths. I offer you my obeisances. O Lord, in this material world, all living entities are busily engaged in sense gratification. So they have all forgotten the ultimate goal of life. So we have all forgotten the ultimate goal of life. Therefore, please explain something which will be helpful both for householders and sages in the renounced order like me," said Narad Muni. So it will help both of us and attain self-realization and return back to Godhead. So hearing the sweet words of Narad, Lord Narayan smiled and he said, "O Narad, please listen to these narrations about the supremely pious pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, for they will diminish all sinful reaction. You already know of all the activities of the Supreme Lord, but for the benefit of others, you are asking me again. So now I will tell you about the glories of the sacred Purushottam month, which is fully potent to grant not only all material happiness, but also qualify one to return back to Godhead at the end of life. So this Purushottam month is even more potent than the Kartik month, and comes around 3 years, and get a lot of benefit from this. So I'm glad that you are listening, because everything we'll do will be 1,000 times magnified this month. And in fact, everything we do badly, or if you think wrong, even thinking wrong way about any devotee or any scriptural and any scriptures, or even Purushottam month itself, can have a detrimental effect. So we have to be very, very careful this month. I was thinking to myself that if I want to think anything, think it till yesterday, from today. No, this is human nature to be negative. So no negativity this month. So what is this? What is the way to glorify this month? What should I do in this month? How should I take bath, give in charity? What should I chant? Who should I worship? Should I observe fasting in this month? Please tell me everything in detail. So Narad Muni is very excited to know. And then Sutta Goswami explains, O sages, after hearing all these questions from Narad, Lord Narayan became to speak from his moon-like lotus mouth. O Narad, I will tell you something which was previously explained by Lord Shri Krishna to Maharaj Yudhishthir. Once Dharmaraj Yudhishthira lost everything in his empire. So this is Lord Narayan uh, is telling Narad Muni, and Sutta Goswami is explaining. So I can be a little bit confusing. So many different conversations going on. So Lord Narayan is telling Narad Muni about, and then Sutta Goswami is telling the sages, it Navi Sharana, that this is what happened, and he's telling now about that once Dharmaraj Yudhishthira lost everything in his empire, as we know in Mahabharata, his palace and even his chaste wife Draupadi to Duryodhana in a gambling match. At that time, Draupadi was insulted by Dushasan in front of the whole royal assembly. But when Dushasan had tried to strip Draupadi, she was saved from such a dangerous situation by Sri Lord Krishna. And after this incident, Yudhishthira Maharaj, along with his brothers and wife, left his kingdom and lived in Kamyavan in Vrindavan. Now, Purushottam. So, while they were in Kamyavan, Lord Krishna visited them. The Pandavas in the forest, all the Pandavas, including Draupadi, were very happy to see their Lord, and they forgot their painful forest life immediately. Being very pleased with all of you Pandavas, and being controlled by your devotion and friendship towards me, I will now tell you about the wonderful history of Purushottam. So Lord Krishna goes to see the Pandavas in the forest, their Agyatwas, and he tells them this story. He said, once upon a time, by the arrangement of providence, an extra month came to this world. Everyone took this month to be most inauspicious, and even so it is like a stool-like month. Just as one should not touch stool, this month was also seen as untouchable. It was constantly unprotected and blasphemed and rejected by everyone as an improper time for any religious and auspicious activities. It used to be known as Malmas. Excuse me. It had no presiding deity and was seen as useless. The Devi of this month went to complain to Lord Vishnu. He took her and her complaint to Goloka. Krishna heard the complaint and decided that he would give this month his own name and his potency. Now, worshipping this month is good as worshipping Krishna. After narrating this brief history of the Purushottam month, Lord Krishna told the Pandavas, you did not acknowledge or honor the presence of Purushottam month, which has just recently finished. That month, which is most dear to Vrindavan Chandra, has passed. But you Pandavas were in the forest and did not worship Purushottam month. So now you are suffering. Unless you worship Purushottam month, you cannot perform your pure devotional service to me. And this is why I keep sending messages on the group that please don't ignore the Purushottam month. It's very, very important for your devotional service. It must be attached to your devotional service to move forward. So then Lord Krishna told about Draupadi, how in her previous life, Draupadi was the daughter of a great Brahmin, sage called Medhavi. Her mother died when she was a small child, and so she was under the care of her father. She grew very beautiful, but still, he was not interested in arranging her marriage. And when her father passed away, this made her very miserable. Fortunately, the great sage Durvasa Muni appeared in her ashram shortly after her father's death. Seeing the great sage, the girl paid her obeisances to him and respectfully worshipped him. She offered flowers and fruits to the great sage. And when he expressed his pleasure with her reception, she began lamenting and crying before him. Durvasa Muni gets very angry very quickly. So have to be very careful with him. But She actually managed to please him, but then she fell into tears. So concerned, the sage inquired about her lamentation. The Brahmin girl began to speak. My parents have passed away, and I have no elder brother. I am also unmarried, and therefore there is no husband to protect me. So a woman is always protected by her, according to the scriptures, by her father, uh, by her husband, and then her eldest son or brother even. So, but she had nobody. Sage Durvas began to speak. 3 months from now, the most auspicious Purushottama month will begin. This sacred month is most dear to Sri Lord Krishna. If you will take a holy bath, give in charity, and chant the holy name of Krishna during this month, all your miseries will go away. You will attain all kinds of perfection, and all of your desires will be fulfilled. Please follow my advice. Please do not forget to worship the forthcoming Purushottam month very sincerely. Well, unfortunately, because at that time she knew it was like a mal month, so she hadn't realized that Krishna has taken over or given his potency to this mal month, and now is known as Purushottam month. So unfortunately, the young Brahmani did not believe in his words. Rather, she became angry and started blaspheming. I can't believe your words. You're trying to cheat me. This extra month is known to be most abominable for any kind of pious activity. How can this month be superior to the months of Magh, Kartik, and Vishak? Now, hearing these words of Brahmin girl, Durvasa Muni became very angry. His whole body started burning and his eyes became red. But remembering the helpless condition of the girl, he consciously controlled himself, and that is quite rare. But in this instance, he controlled his senses. I'm not going to take your offenses towards me seriously, but at the same time, I cannot and should not tolerate your offenses towards Purushottam month. So you have to be very careful with that. In your next life, you will certainly reap the results of your offensive words. The great sage Durvasa then hurriedly left that place. When Durvasa Muni left the place, the Brahmani girl lost all of her opulences in a moment. She was very beautiful, but now her beauty just vanished. Being an offender to Purushottam month, her body began to look very ugly and she lost all of her body effulgence. She then decided to worship Lord Shiva, who is known as Ashutosh, one who is very easily pleased. So we were talking last week that Lord Shiva is very easily pleased. So you would think, well, Lord Shiva is very easily pleased, then you do a little bit of austerity, and then you can please him, and he will appear and give you a boon, and job done. But in this instance, this young Brahmani girl began to perform great austerities to please Lord Shiva. She continued her austerities for 9,000 years. So this is Lord Shiva who was easily pleased. Well, not in this instance because she had to continue for 9,000 years. It's a long time. Being very pleased with the girl, Lord Shiva appeared and said, O performer of austerity, all good fortune to you. Now please ask some boon from me. I am pleased with you. I shall grant whatever you want. So hearing these words from the mouth of Lord Shiva, the girl said, O friend of the poor, if you are pleased with me, then please give me a husband. Repeatedly speaking the same words, give me a husband 5 times. The girl then fell silent. Then Lord Shiva replied, Let it be. Tatha Atsu. You have asked for a husband 5 times and you will get 5 husbands. So, hearing Lord Shiva's words, the girl became very ashamed. She said, Oh Lord, it is most abominable for a girl to have 5 husbands. Please retract your words. Lord Shiva then spoke to her very gravely. That is impossible for me. What you have asked for from me will be granted. You will get 5 husbands in your next life. In this way, after a few days, the girl left her body by the arrangement of Providence. So, in the meantime, the great king Drupad had been performing an elaborate sacrifice, and from this sacrificial fire, the young Brahmani took her birth. And we know she appeared as the daughter of Maharaj Drupad because she blasphemed the Purushottam month in her previous life. Draupadi, she was insulted by Dushasan in front of the whole Kuru assembly in the presence of her Pandav husbands. Fortunately, she remembered Sri Krishna and took his shelter, forgiving her offenses. Lord Krishna says, I protected her from the most abominable condition and saved her from the hand of Dushasan. So this was the case with Draupadi, that she had to suffer for two lives. She lost her opulence in the previous life, and then the next life she also suffered. So sometimes we think that if you're a devotee of the Lord, why do you get some suffering? So many sufferings. Well, one, that it helps you to remember the Lord, like the Pandavas did, and with the Draupadi, she had a lot of karma accumulated from a previous life, especially blaspheming the Purushottam month. There had to be a process that she had to go through. So Lord Krishna said to the Pandavas, "Oh brothers, please don't forget to worship the forthcoming Purushottam month. A person who blasphemes the Purushottam month will never attain good fortune. This Purushottam month is fully potent to fulfill all your desires and remove all your miseries. Now your 14 years of forced life is coming to an end. Please worship this Purushottam sincerely, for it will bestow all good fortune upon you." Giving full consolation to the Pandavas, in this way, Lord Shri Krishna left that place for Dwarka. So after some time, when Purushottam appeared, Maharaj Yudhishthira reminded his young brothers and wife Draupadi of the words of Lord Shri Krishna. All of them followed the instructions he had given them. They worshipped Purushottam, and in this place where is the whatever is required for the second month, and for the merit they achieved by performing Purushottam Vrat, they gained the lost kingdom, and after enjoying a happy life, they all returned back to Godhead by the grace of Lord Shri Krishna. So the benefits of Purushottam, Krishna blessed this month by saying that anyone who worship him in this month get freedom from the past sinful reactions, many folds, thousands and thousands of times, freedom from cycle of birth and death, and return back to Goloka. And that's the guarantee Sri Lord Krishna gives. So this month, we main thing is, as devotees of Lord Shri Krishna, we're not looking for material benefits. So we have to be careful there. We just want to please Krishna by following his instructions. So we should try chant more than normal rounds, according to time and your health. Chant more than normal rounds. Hear Krishna Katha, like Srimad Bhagavatam today. Read chapter 15 of Purushottam Yoga, Yoga of the Supreme. Read Canto 10.14, 1 to 62, Brahma's prayers, names, form, pastimes, quality of Lord Shri Krishna. Again, according to time. But one thing we should all do is offer ghee lamps to Radha Krishna. I mean, that just takes a few seconds. Offer ghee lamps to Radha Krishna, deity and photo. So if you have deity, is fine. Even photo will be okay. And offer tulsi leaves to Lord Krishna at his lotus feet. At the same time, avoid criticism, doing and thinking of any devotee, Shastra, or anyone else observing Purushottam. Strictly avoid Vaishnav Aparadh and avoid the 10 offenses. This is like very relevant this month. So we have to be very, very careful that we don't do these offenses, because the benefits are many folds, and then also the detrimental effects also be uh, you know many, many folds. So you have to be very, very careful this month not to do anything that will affect your bhakti. So that's that. I hope that makes some kind of sense. And now we'd like some little discussion on this, that what do we understand and what have we learned from this month, or if you like to add anything, or your realization that we get from these pastimes. So let's start. We have a Harini Priya Mataji today, so I would like to hear from Mataji. Mataji, are you there?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you for picking my name. I think you mentioned later on Prabhuji. that happened automatically for me today because I chanted 9 rounds, and I
Yeah,
was on 10th round, and
yeah.
I finished the 10th round, but actually the beads were showing only ninth round, so I forgot to push it. So by mistake, I chanted another round. Then I realized that I chanted an extra round automatically at the start
Yeah.
of the push.
You're blessed, Mataji. I think Krishna is looking after you very well.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
That's a very good point, Mataji. Thank you for making that. We can all do that even by chance. Then we know that Krishna is arranging things for us. That's the thing, isn't it? He's arranging.
Yes,
When we don't have control of something at all,
yeah,
then we know that it's fully Krishna's arranging. We didn't have to endeavor to get it. So
absolutely,
that's a good thing. And Krishna says that even like work, that don't work too hard because whatever you're going to get, you will get it. You just have to endeavor, obviously, but not too much endeavor that it affects your bhakti. So endeavor is important, but not too much endeavor. And in the instance where you didn't even mean to do something, but something that brings you close to Krishna, that is Krishna's mercy. So we should be really pleased with that.
absolutely. Haribol Prabhuji, thank you.
Thank you, Madaji. Partha Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Jay, anything Prabhu you like to add?
I mean, it's a powerful month, as you explained very nicely. Like Krishna himself said that whoever does the pious activity in this month differently, I guarantee that they will be coming to me. So definitely, this is a powerful month, and we have to associate as much as possible in this month we can. And that's all, Prabhu.
Yeah, so from Sunday we'll be doing Chora Ashtakam as well. This is what I forgot to mention. If you get a chance, please sing just print out Chora Ashtakam, but the thief. This is
Mm.
glorifying Lord Krishna from Bilva Mangal Thakur. So we can glorify him and then also read the translation. That is very auspicious as well. So we should try and do that. So thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Is that you, Ganesh Prabhu, online? Hare Krishna Prabhu. Okay. Uh, let's go to Jai Prabhu. Are you there, Prabhu?
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna Prabhu.
Purushottama month, it comes just slightly less than every 3 years to align the solar and lunar calendar. I think because last time it came around, it was in May and June. So, yes, yeah, as far as I know, it's the only full month that's dedicated to Lord Krishna, and the benefits of doing, religious pious activities are multiplied by 1,000 times. But so is the effect of doing negative activities is detrimental. So that's probably multiplied as well. So
Sure, sure.
yeah, yeah, some of the things you said, read the scriptures, offer ghee lamps, um, increase your chanting, offer tulsi leaves, and yeah, do charity. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you. I mean, in this month, there is when you read some of the commentaries, there is a lot you can do. You can take it to another level. But I mean, it's my personal opinion that taking to that level is, I don't think in Kali Yuga we can, our health, our bodies are that strong that we can do so much. I think the kings, like they used to do anyway in the past, when they needed something for their citizens or for their kingdom, they would probably do it to another level. But there's a lot. I mean, like take for example, eating after 12 o'clock every day and only eating once a month and eating Ekadashi for a whole month. I think for us now, I don't know whether we could handle that. In fact, but maybe some people are doing. So there is a lot of things, but offering ghee lamps and singing Chorastikam, I think that is at least a start for us. And we can, if we want to build it up and read about it. So, what else we can do? That's fine. Otherwise, I think at least must offer ghee lamp morning and evening, and possible sing Chodashtikam. And there's other prayers as well mentioned. Jai Radha Madhav, Madhav Daite. You can sing that prayer as well, and there's a lot of others. So you know, whatever we can will be beneficial. Okay. Who else we have? Parveen Mataji, would like to add something?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, yes,
Hare Krishna.
yes. Well, I feel very fortunate that I joined only like 2 weeks before. So what a good start to the Purushottam month.
Yes,
So
definitely.
Purushottam
Changing again.
month ki jai. And also Prabhuji, I've got a few questions, like you mentioned, to read chapter 15 Bhagavad Gita. Is
Yeah.
it okay if you just read the translation, or should be the verses in Sanskrit?
Okay. Well, chapter 15 is only 20 verses, Mataji. So
Yeah,
we
but
can
my
go.
Sanskrit is not very good. So
Yeah, 20 verses. That's all it is. It's one of the smallest chapters, so you
yes.
can get through it in no time whatsoever.
Yeah, but then we're doing other things as well. So,
Absolutely. I
so
mean, you don't have to read it. This is the
yeah,
point I'm saying that
yeah.
one thing you must do is offer a ghee lamp,
Oh,
right?
yeah. No, I do that anyway every day. So,
Yeah.
but no, can we just read the translation? Will it be same effect, benefit, or it has to be Sanskrit?
It'd be nice if you can read the Sanskrit, but if you can't, then translation's fine.
Yeah, okay. And we can do it anytime. It doesn't have to be like in the morning.
Or yeah, your reading you can do anytime.
Yeah,
The lamp you
that.
should offer in the morning and in the evening, but reading
Yes.
you can do
Yeah.
anytime. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
all about what works for you end of the day.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
like I said, we should do a minimum that we at least offer lamp and
Yes.
sing something. But otherwise, if you have time, then do like says that the benefits many times many folds. So the more
Yeah.
you do, the more benefit you get from it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it all depends on personal circumstances.
Yeah, because I like to do chanting in the morning, because so I haven't been able to finish my rounds because I tried reading. So I think it will be better if I do the chanting in the morning and then I can read in the evening. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I got a message from, I think we can say from Girish Prabhu. He says, Hare Krishna Prabhu, sorry, he's at work at the moment. My realization is that we are blessed that Krishna his affords the opportunity to multiply blessing this month. Yeah, it's a very good point. We should make sure our work life becomes more Krishna life, especially taking advantage of the reading, chanting, offering lamp every day. So yeah, it's a very good point that there's a super sale going on this month. Like Kartik, we have a sale of the month, sale of the year, and but this comes every 3 years. There's a super sale. So Krishna does that. He arranges sales like you see, in the store, sometimes they have a clearance sale and this and that, or they have a sale for attracting new customers. Sometimes they offer benefits to the new customers. If you're a new customer, we get this much off. So Krishna is like that. If you are new, you might even get more benefit because you have come into the system, into the movement. So Krishna is waiting, and he gives this attraction that please join the movement. Please, start your bhakti, and you'll get a lot of benefits. So, it's an enticement to especially new people to join as well. So this is Krishna's arrangement. He's very clever. So he knows how to get people in because sometimes people, we go about our daily lives. We don't have time, and we think, oh, well, I'll start next week, or I'll start when I'm this age or whatever. But sometimes he'll give a special offer, an offer that you can't refuse. And once you're in it, then you get hooked, and your bhakti starts. So especially this month, because your purifying process is many folds. So you get hooked to the bhakti. It's all about purification. The more purified you get, the more you get hooked, because you're giving up your sinful reactions, and you're taking on Krishna consciousness at the same time. They both work side by side. So yeah, so that's the That's the advantage of that. Okay, so Sarveshi Mataji, would you like to add something?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Well, this month is known by three names: Purushottam month and Adhik Mas and Mal Mas. Well, there's two words: Purushottam. Purush means man, and Uttam means supreme. Is a supreme man. That's my Purushottam.
Yeah,
In Hindi or in Sanskrit, Purush, Uttam Purush.
yeah,
That is, and so this month is as powerful as Lord Krishna, and it's called Adhik Mas because they calculate these days, 11 days, according to the movement of the sun and moon. So the moon goes slower than the sun, so they calculate, and it's 1 year. They have 11 days.
sure,
And the Mass and the Malmas, like all the zodiac signs, the sun enters in all the zodiac signs, but the sun doesn't enters in this month. That's why they say it's just inauspicious. You can't do anything. You can't do prayer or anything in this month
yeah,
because
yeah,
the sun goes in the, it doesn't go in this. And then it says that in this month, um, Lord Deva, he killed Hiranyakashipu in this month because he had a boon that he can't be killed any time in any month, any year, anything. So Lord Deva, he chose Purushottam month to kill Hiranyakashipu. So this is why it's very auspicious as well. And whatever you do in this month is auspicious, as you have said. And it's very nice. It gives us chance to do things, to do more devotional service to Krishna and to read Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. So actually we are blessed being in Krishna conscious, in ISKCON, because a lot of people, they know Purushottam, they don't know Purushottam Mass. I think mostly Krishna conscious people, we know mostly about Purushottam Mass. So it's very, very nice. So
sure,
I
sure,
think everybody's excited. I mean, you feel bliss inside, something like it's very nice. We're doing something for Krishna, something nice, can do something better. So it's very, very nice. Thank
sure,
you.
sure. Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So, I mean, there's a point that we had in one of the classes that Maya sort of we get drifted away from bhakti sometimes, because we are doing working, living Krishna life. We get sometimes we don't realize we drift away. So this is a opportunity to reinstate yourself. Get that time to go back on again. Um, because the benefits are huge. We try and get back into bhakti a bit more because we might be reading before, then we got sidetracked into work or other activities, and then now you bring yourself back into position. So this is the advantage that you can bring you back into doing some kirtan, doing some reading, doing some extra rounds, whatever. So this opportunity to get back into the rhythm again. So yeah, thank you so much, Mataji. Rukmani Mataji, are you there?
Here.
Hare
I'm
Krishna.
here.
Yeah, yeah. Would you like to add something?
Yes, Prabhuji, I was thinking, because of this Purushottam Mass, I remember my childhood. And in my childhood, we were living on the seashore town in Yemen. So we used to go to, in the early morning, I go to sea to have bath there with my mother and my sister. And we all ladies used to make Purushottam Mass, Purushottam deities by the sand of sea.
Wow.
And they worship there, they do the aarti, and I was following everything, and I was attending all these things. And today I'm thinking about those things, and today I'm thinking that because of those worshipping Purushottamas, I got good result. Now I'm with so many pious people, so many devotees. I am in ISKCON. I think this is all because of that Purushottamas serving in my childhood time. So I know Purushottam month is very, very pious and very holy month. Thanks to God that He showed me all this way to do it in my childhood. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. You said so much nice about Purushottam Mas. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, Rimpi Mataji, would you like to add something? Hare Krishna. Okay. I don't know. We had. Mataji was there.
Mute. Let me unmute. Yeah, it was mute from my
Okay.
side.
Okay.
So
Okay.
can you hear me? Yes. Yeah. I did say that I didn't know much about Purushottam, but I know now from everybody through this talk this morning was wonderful, and I've started my chanting, and regularly. I have decided to chant regularly from today. So and yeah, and then I will try to reach the Ashtakam hopefully, and my chapter 15th chapter. So yeah, it is good. I'm really excited about it. So I
Yeah.
think it will. Yeah, yeah. So
Okay. Well, in Sunday Sangha, every week in this month, we'll be singing the Chodastika.
yes,
So, yeah, so the words will be on the screen. And so
yes,
please everyone join in and,
definitely.
get inspiration
Yeah,
from that.
yeah.
So
Thank you,
thank you,
Prabhuji.
Mataji. Okay. Do we have anybody else before we start doing some rounds? I don't know who's on the iPhone. It just says iPhone, so I don't know who is there. If you'd like to add something. Okay. That's fine. I think now we can do a couple of rounds. Who would like to start? Sarveshya Mataji, you want to start?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Aditi.
नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णवत्साय भूतले श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांता स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी विचारिणे नित्य शेषा शून्यवादी परस्ता देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासति गौर भक्त